What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And my name is Dwayne. Here we're Growing Together Nursery LLC here in Orange City. And as promised, I'm coming together to go ahead and give you the top 10 mangoes for 2024. My top 10 anyways. And I got a dry erase board really quick. And what I did was I wrote down all of the mangoes that I did taste this year. And then I'll go ahead and write down my top 10 on there. And I know the print is small, so I'll go ahead and read them off really quick. We got Cotton Candy, Angie, Valencia Pride, Malika, Venus, Floragon, Lemon Zest, Super Alfonso, Orange Sherbet, Harvest Moon, Carrie, Dusari, Pickering, Karen Michelle, Buttercream, Sweet Tart, Glen, Guava, Coconut Cream, M4, Cogsall, Valkyrie, Fairchild, Honey Kiss, Rosy Gold, K3, Namdak Mai, Super Julie, and Julie. And K3 is Cathy. But yeah, those are the ones that we tried this year. Want to say thank you to Julie Tropical for hooking it up again this year. She's excellent. If you haven't been over there, check her out. They're a great family business. It's a nursery over in Apopka, and they'll take good care of you, and she always has the mangoes. So definitely she hooked it up this year once again, and for that we are greatly appreciative to you. So let's start, y'all. Out of all of these, it was tough. It was a very tough year, but you know, this is part of the R&R that I love to do, and I'm a big mango fan. And without further ado, let's give you the top 10, y'all, because this year has been crazy. Now, this is, before I go ahead and start, this is my top 10 that I fell in love with this year. Now, I'm not including what I tasted last year. No, man, I know that this one's better usually, but no. What I tasted this year, whatever came in, that's how I judge them. And if it was ripened to perfection, I'm sorry, if something is ripened a little bit better than said something that was supposed to be an amazing mango, I'm sorry. If it was right and it hit all the right notes, it got extra points for me. But anyways, let's go. Number 10, y'all. And I had to do it this way because if not, if I wrote them all down, y'all would go ahead and just read the top and that would be that. But number 10, Honey Kiss. Dun, dun, dun. Honey Kiss, y'all. Honey Kiss came out, and my first year trying it, I fell in love with it because it's a nice citrusy, and I actually pulled in some like little coconut tones on there. Beautiful mango, really surprised me this year. I would definitely grow one. Once I go ahead and get my hands on some trees, I'll have them here for sale. They're dwarf, really cool, nice fruit. Definitely will love to eat it again next year. Dun, dun, dun. Number 9. And I'm hopefully I'm gonna try not to erase or smudge any of this, but it's dry erase, y'all. Work with me. Number 9, and excuse my handwriting, I just slammed some coffee, so that's what it is. Orange Sherbet, Orange Sorbet, number 9. Dude, Orange Sherbet's an excellent mango. I love citrus tones, and it checks off those boxes. Beautiful. The flesh is very, very sweet and worth having. Definitely, if you don't have it in your repertoire or in your collection, go ahead and grab one because it's a really nice mango. I'm glad that I have one that I grafted here, and I haven't produced them here on the property yet, but all the ones that I've tasted have been from Zills, but excellent mangoes and highly recommended as well. All right, moving on. Number 8. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but give you, and this is off of memory, y'all. I didn't write down all the notes on here, but all right, y'all. This one will have to do a little bit of explaining, all right? Because I know some of y'all will turn this off. Wait. Just hang on, there's more. I know, can't see that, right? Number 8, Lemon Zest. All right. I know, that's a lot of people's top 1, top 3. I'm still finding the sweet spot with them. The ones that I had this year were excellent. The texture was on point as far as minimal fiber. They're exquisite, an excellent mango. I'm just lost in the lemon flavor. Maybe it's my taste buds. Maybe I'm not picking up on them. I didn't have lemon meringue this year to compare it to, but this year it was good. Fine. Don't unsubscribe, family. Trust me. Next year, I'm hoping that I'll fruit it here, and maybe that'll change my opinion on it. But until then, it's still a great mango. But this year, I fell in love with some others. Just this year, y'all. But moving on, folks. And if you can find one, by all means, find them, grow them. Excellent mangoes. And it's a cult following, really. But citrus are fun. But we're moving on, folks. This one, number 7. Hang on, y'all. This one is interesting because this one, I had to really wrap my head around it and stop and think if I wanted to do this. But I think you'll understand once I write it down. And I know I'm just kind of gliding on here, but excuse the penmanship. Now, number 7 is a 3-way tie. Okay? It's a tie between Venus, Karen Michelle, and Buttercream. Why? Because, well, I love all 3 of them. And they're all fairly the same. They're all large mangoes. They're all Indo-Chinese, minimal fiber, very sweet. I fell in love with all of them. The difference in between them is very minute. Obviously, I think Buttercream is probably the smoothest out of the 3. But as far as sweetness, a little bit of coconut in the Karen Michelle, but it's a baby Indo-Chinese flavor. It's not the full-fledged, super extract type, but they're all amazing, all trees that I would definitely recommend. But it's hard to distinguish between them all. I can't pick a favorite. To me, it was a 3-way tie because you close my eyes and hand me one, I will fall in love with either one of those. And definitely top 10 contenders for this year. I know, probably not allowed, but listen, y'all, I make my own rules up. Y'all make up your own top 10. So, moving on. So, excellent varieties. Now, you twist my arm and I got to pick one. It makes it tough, y'all. But if I have to, I think I may roll with Venus. And again, on a perfect day, that could change. But man, anyways, I'll keep thinking about it. I'll lose sleep over it. Number 6. And to some, this one is an old school, tried and true, but kind of, I know you probably can't see that. Pickering, number 6. Now, why? That's so, 2010, 2000, whatever, 20, right? So I fell in love with it. It was my first year trying it. That's why I'm a rookie with it. I know some people are moving beyond that, have evolved to grow, to love different flavors, but I'm a big coconut fan. I love it, and it captured my heart, and I will definitely grow it here. I love the dwarf stature of it. I love that it's a slow grower. It grows pretty low, and it's getting a lot of branching. So I dig it. I'll always have it. It's a pretty fruit as well, and bulletproof. So why not? If it's easy to grow and it tastes good and it tastes like coconuts, you got a spot in my food forest. But anyways, moving on, fam. Hopefully y'all can hear me. The cicadas are going nuts this morning, but it's that season here. Dun, dun, dun. We're getting closer, y'all. Hang with me. I don't know if y'all can see that, but number 5, coconut cream. Why? Coconut fan over here, y'all. This is what I do. I love coconuts. I've never eaten a bad coconut cream. This year was no different. It was good. Maybe not as strong as I wanted. I wanted a more concentrated flavor, but still creamy, still smooth. If you get your hands on some, buy as many as you can because they're harder to find. But coconut creams, excellent. Will always have a soft spot in my heart and highly recommend it. The tree grows kind of weird, wonky. I know, I've only heard good and bad. It does take breaks. Doesn't produce as much every year, but when it does, hopefully we can get something nice here. I had one in the ground, but it froze. It was like a 7-gallon. But trying again, I will always go ahead and give it a shot because I chase that coconut flavor. It's an amazing flavor. And if you've never had it, this will change your life, family. But anyways, moving on. Coconut cream, number 5. Number 4. No, it's not a tie. It's Cathy. Oh, let me zoom you in. Cathy or K3. Okay, we all can see that. Why? It stood out, and it was one of the first ones that I ate. But I still remember the flavor and just being wowed by it. I actually made a video on that one, but definitely love that flavor. I love the Indo-Chinese flavors. I fall in love with that every time. If you've never had it, it's hard to describe. Either you love it or you hate it. But it's like a beautiful spice. When some people talk about mangoes being spicy, I always thought it was like a heat level, like a Scoville unit, because I love spice. But it's not a spiciness where it's like heat, but it's more of like a, wow, how would you describe that? Like a different, Now, this is the tough part about explaining something, a flavor that is unlike anything else in any other fruit. It's got some weird notes to it, but when you taste it, you know that it works for you. Again, or it doesn't. But it's like these little tropical notes. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it, is a little bit of a spice to it. But it's non-offensive, it's, to me, in my opinion. Because then you have the Indian flavored mangoes that have more of that floral, resinous tone, which I'm not a big fan of. As y'all can see, most of these are on a certain flavor profile. But anyways, Cathy, if you get your hands on one, it's, again, the Venus, Karen Michelle, and Buttercream also have those same Indo-Chinese flavors. But you love it or you hate it. And for me, we love them here. Anyways, moving along. Tough to describe, folks. Y'all just got to try them and you will understand. But I didn't know that she was also, K3 is also known as kryptonite. And I understand why, because it'll bring you down to your knees. I'm telling you, it's a great mango. I'll say something else, but I'll wait until the very end if I remember. Number 3, top 3, folks. We're almost there. Number 3 is Fairchild, fam. Dude, this little tree right here rocked it. Rocked it, man. I am a big fan of it. It was my first year eating it, and I will definitely be excited to eat it again the following year. I do want to top work some of this just so I can add more varieties to it, but I'm a big fan of it, and they're smaller mangoes, folks. Yeah, I don't get caught up with the size of the mangoes because sometimes it can be a little bit more on the blander side, i.e. Valencia Pride. Great, huge monsters, but the flavor is not as condensed. I'm looking, chasing those rich flavors. So Fairchild, very small, well, smaller, but no fiber, fam. I mean, 0. It is amazing, and if you've never had that, it's just bar none amazing. It is excellent for the palate, and if you've never experienced a mango with 0 fiber, with most of these they'll tell you it's 0 or none or low fiber, but really Fairchild out of these so far is probably the least amount. But anyways, Fairchild, if you haven't eaten it before, get your hands on one. I'm a big fan. Again, my palate is taste is so subjective that it all depends on what you dig. But dun 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 dun, we're moving on, folks. Top 2, and I already know what they are. All right. I know. Are you kidding me? Yes, number 2, Sweet Tart. Oh yeah, dude, Sweet Tart touched my heart, man. This year, I've never had it before. I didn't try it last year. This year was my first year, and wow. Shout out to Tropical Acres over in Alex, and because he described it on his website perfectly. He said that it has like a cola flavor, and I'm like, cola, like Coca-Cola, but to me it's more like an orange cola, you know. And it is an amazing mango. It's acidic and sweet at the same time. Now, I will say this. My mom and my dad, they ate every mango that I gave them, and they loved them all. Didn't dislike one, except for the sweet tart. They did not eat it at all. They tried it, and they were like, oh, that's sour. Put it down, and that was that. And I think I bought like 6 of them, fam. Because I was like, man, when you get them, you don't, you go in. So I bought like 6, and I sat there just eating the other 5 myself because, hey, man, they didn't dig them, so no one else is here to share it. I gotta eat them, you know? Anyways, I loved it. I like sour fruits, though. I like acidic fruit, but it's not for everyone. I understand why it's #1 in a lot of people's books, and I get it. It is like a beautiful orange cola, like an orange soda. Kale loves orange soda, but anyways, excellent mango, produces very well here. I can't wait to be able to produce it here. But we'll find out. Supposedly it produces lots as well, and no fuss. But we'll find out. #1, folks. All right, #1. No other than, M4. M4, folks. I had to restrain myself by that tasting video last week. This week, all runs together. Yeah, I had to restrain myself because that mango was amazing. I got some gnats, lovely. But amazing mango, coconut flavored. Again, coconut fan. I'm a big fan of Coco Loco, aka. I think that everyone needs to be growing this one. I grew it in a pot. It fruited out 3 this year. Hopefully next year we can at least double that. But excellent coconut flavored mango. It's not fiberless. There's a little bit around the skin, but it's non-offensive and it's lovely. I just fell in love with it. And it nudges out, this is the most important thing, it nudges out sweet tart because it's homegrown. And that's what I want to tell you guys as well, that nothing tastes better than your own fruit. Once you put in the time, you wait the 2, 3, 10 years for fruit, depending on what it is, you finally get to taste it. For the most part, you're going to enjoy it a little bit better just because you grew it. I know, but you know the love, the patience, the support, the whole deal, the money that goes behind it. This is money, y'all. Time is money, you know? I could be spending my time doing anything else, but I love it that much that I'm doing this. But anyways, once you homegrown, once you taste one and you've waited, man, it's best, man. It does accelerate, you know, it lifts up a lot of these mangoes that I grew myself. The Glen, I grew here. I grew like, I don't know. I've been showing y'all, man. I didn't count them all because it doesn't really matter. But I know it's like 15, 18-ish. Doesn't really matter. But last year, I started off with 1. Little Namdak Mai, #4 here. And people were like, you only grew 1 here? Listen, 1 last year. This year, we kicked it up a little bit more. Next year, we should be able to double or even triple that. Let's see. My trees are getting a little bit bigger, but it's up to Mr. Winter to find out what's in store for us. But anyways, folks, that's my top 10. I know I cheated with #7, but it's what it is. Not saying these other mangoes aren't great. They're fantastic. Choose the ones that you dig and grow those. I will be growing a lot of these. I'll be selling these just because I don't, and listen, that doesn't mean that I will not take a slice of a guava or I won't take a slice of a Valkyrie or Cosmo. All of these mangoes, trust me, I'll eat them all. They're not all my favorite, okay? And there's some that are like, I may not have seconds or thirds, but I'm still a mango fan and I'll always try it. I don't care what the flavor is. I got my reservations, but I'll still sit down and respect it and have a slice. But anyways, my top 10 for the year of 2024. Next year, hopefully this can change. And again, this is by perfection of that 1 mango. Maybe 1 mango totally changes, you know? But just based on perfect ripeness, this year, this is what we have. But all right, folks, thanks a lot for tuning in. And get out there and grow yourself some mangoes. Grow them in pots, grow them in the ground. Doesn't matter. Get your hands on them. All right? Love y'all. Take it easy. Have a great weekend.